to my YouTube channel, JoJo's Knitwear. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful baby scallop bonnet. I'm new to the tutorial scene, but I've had loads of people asking me how to make it on my social media pages. So here it goes. You can find the size and info in the descriptions below. Right now I'm going to do a preemie size. So obviously if you look in the description to see the sizes and how to make it bigger. So for this video you are going to need, for this project you're going to need one skein of double knit yarn. I'm using the Grundle Lisa Premium. It's a 50-gram ball and it says suitable for hooks 3.5 to 4.5. So yeah, I will be using the 3.5 for my bonnet. You'll also need a scissors. This is the hook I'm using, 3.5, a darning needle, and you will also need a couple of stitch markers. Yeah, so let's get started. So to start you are going to need to make a magic ring. So most of you probably know how to do it, and if you don't I will be showing you. It's pretty simple. So just get the end of your yarn. So to make the magic circle you want to hold your yarn with your thumb, wrap it around your two fingers, bring it back over in a cross and grab it underneath. Then you want to get your hook, go under there, pick up that thread, twist and up, and then you have a magic circle. So for this we're going to do 12 double crochets into the hook, into the ring. So for a double crochet you yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first two loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the last two hoops on your hook. Yarn over, go into the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 1, 2. So we need to do 12. So yarn over, insert into the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So you want to do that all the way around till you have 12 double crochets on your hook. So I have 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was my chain 2. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if you want to count backwards from your hook, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now you want to close your magic ring. So to do that you will take the tail of your yarn and pull it tight. You'll see it will pull all together and it will close the circle in the middle. So just pull it good and tight. So there is round 1 completed. So you have 12 double crochets in this round. So for the next round you're going to want to work in 2 double crochets into each of the double crochets around, and then when that's done you should have 24 stitches. So you're going to increase every stitch, so you will put 2 in there, 2 in there, 2 in there, and so forth all the way around. So if you want to yarn over, go into the first double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and this is the point where you need to put in your stitch markers if you're using them, just so you can see where the round starts and the round ends. So we have 1 double crochet in there, so we're going to put 1 more in the same stitch, and then we are going to move to the next one. We're going to do 2 double crochets in there, 2 double crochets in the next, two, one, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So that's round 2 completed. So you should have 24 double crochets going the whole way around. So if you've done it right, you would have had 12 in the ring. Then you need to increase each crochet, so 2 in every one, and that will give you 24. So you should have 24 at the end of round 2. So round 3, we are going to take our hook out, and into that first one where the hook was, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You want to put your stitch marker back into that first double crochet so you can find your start and finish point. So into the same one, we're going to do 1 more, and then into the next one we're only going to do 1 double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, then 2 into the next, 1, 2, and then 1 into the next. So the whole way around, that's the pattern we are for round 3. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, all the way around until you get back to the stitch marker. So we are on 2, so 1, 2. If you want to pause this video and meet me back here near the end of the round. So guys, we're near the end of the round. I just need to finish it up with a 2 double crochet and a 1 double crochet, and then we will move on to round 4. So it's 1, 2, and 1. So that's round 3. So you will have gone around and you will have done a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1. Oh, this is round 3. Yeah, so 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, all the way around to the when you get to the stitch marker. So then we're going to move on to round 4. So take out this. So for round 4, we're going to do almost the same as the previous round, but we'll do 2 doubles, 1 1, 2 1 1. So we will do 2 into this first stitch, so yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We will put our stitch marker back in here just to be sure, and then we will put another double crochet into that same stitch, so that's our 2, and then our 1 and 1. So next stitch would be 2 double crochets into that stitch and 1 double crochet into the next and 1 double crochet into the next, and we will be continuing that pattern all the way around with a 2, a 1, a 1, a 2, a 1 and a 1. And if you want to pause your video and meet me back closer to the end of the round. So you should be near the end of your round. By the way, for the crown of the bonnet, we are going to be working in rounds. So you can see that you've started and it goes all the way around. So if I'm referring to rounds, it's just continual. But when we move on to this part, it will go in rows backward, forward. So you'll work all the way over, turn all the way back, turn all the way back. So that's just to clear that. Yeah, so you're near the end of this round, and I want to put 2 in here, then 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet. So that was the end of round 4. So we're moving on to round 5. You're going to take out your stitch marker, and this will be the final round for the back of the bonnet. So for this round you want to do 2 double crochets into the first one, so 1 double crochet, insert your hook, and another double crochet into the same stitch, so that's my 2, that's an increase. So then we're going to do 2 1 1 1. So the previous round was 2 1 1, so 2 double crochets into 1, then a double crochet into 1, 2 and 3, next 3 stitches. So that's, I've done the 2, so that we're going to do 1 more in this one, that'll be next stitch and the next stitch. So that's 2 1 1 1, then 2 double crochets into this stitch, 1 double crochet into the next, 1 double crochet into the next, and another double crochet. So that will be 2 1 1 1, 2 1 1 1, and then you're going to do that the whole round, and I will meet you back here near the end of the row, and we will move on to the next piece. So we are near the end of our final round, and we will do 2 double crochets into this stitch, then 1 1 and 1 into the final stitch of the round. Now to close this round, we're simply going to take out the stitch marker and we are going to close it with a slip stitch. So for a slip stitch, just insert your hook, pull up a loop, and then pull that through the first loop, and you'll be left with 1 loop on your hook. So that is the crown all the way around. You should finish off with 60 stitches. If you want to take time and count them, make sure that you have the 60, and we will move on to the next bit. So to move on to the scalloped sides, we are going to start working in rows. So to start off this row, you want to chain 2, that's to get us up to the height, does not count as a stitch, but into that same stitch we are going to do 1 double crochet. So yarn over into that there, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is where you will insert your stitch marker. That will be the end of that row. So for the next bit you need to skip a two double crochets. So you've put your double crochet into that one, you want to skip the next 2, and into the third one after you want to do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, you want to chain 1 and do 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. This is also known as a cluster stitch. It's just a group of stitches in the one space. So you'll do 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. Then we are going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do 1 double crochet into the third stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we are going to skip another 2, 1, 2, and the third one we're going to do our cluster again. So that's 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, then 2 more doubles into the same space, 1 and 2. Now we need to skip 2 again, 1, 2, and we're going to do 1 single double crochet into that third one, 1, and skip 2, 1, 2, and into the third one we're going to do another cluster. So skip 2, 1, 2, and then into here. So that's 1 double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2 double crochets, chain 1, do 2 more into the very same space, 1, 2. So you want to be doing this all the way around the first row. So you have your double crochet here, you have your cluster stitch, which is 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, all into the same space. Then you're going to skip 2, do a single double, 1 double crochet, skip 2, cluster, skip 2, 1 double, skip 2, cluster. You'll do this the whole way around till we get to about, I'll meet you back somewhere about here. So we're near in the end of this first row. So we are going to do skip 2. Then we'll do 1 more cluster, skip 2. We're going to go in here, we'll do 1 more cluster of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, then skip 2, and into this stitch we'll do our 1 double crochet, and this will be the end of that round. We will leave this gap here, this will be the back of the neck. So if you want to move on to round 2, we are going to, row 2 should I say, we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work. You want to do a double crochet into that same double crochet space right there. So yarn over, insert your hook in here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and you want to place your stitch marker in here. So now we will have, these are our 2 ends, so we will work back and forward the whole way around. So The next few rows, they're all the same. You're going to do the same thing with one difference. So we did double crochet, cluster, double crochet, cluster all the way around. So after this we are going to do double crochet, a cluster, and then a back post double crochet, just to give it a bit of extra texture and stuff, so you'll get these beautiful designs. So it'll be a mixture of back post double crochets and front post, depending on what direction we're going in. So I will show you this. So we've done our one double crochet into our end, and then we're going to do our cluster. This cluster is going to work into the chain one space from your bottom cluster. So your bottom cluster was 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles. So you're going to do the next cluster into that chain 1 space all the way around. So yarn over, go into the space, pull up a loop, yarn through, pull through 2, pull through 2, and another double crochet, and you're going to chain 1 and then do 2 more into that same space, 1, 2. Then we're going to do back post double crochets around this one. So for a back post double crochet, what you want to do is yarn over, come in through the back of the hat, and then out through this side so you can see it more clearly. So back post in there and through. Then you're going to grab your yarn, pull it through the back, and then you will finish it off like a regular double crochet. And then you'll move on to your next cluster. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, 2 more into that same chain space in the cluster below, 2. Then we're on to our next one double crochet from below. So we're going to back post that. So yarn over, go in from the back, go through, grab your yarn, pull it all the way back through and up. Then you will finish it like a regular double crochet. Then into the cluster again, and we will work into the chain space. So the two double crochets, chain, 2 double crochets, we are going to work into the chain space. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that 2 times, then chain 1, and then do 2 more double crochets, 1, 2. Then we're back to this again. So we will do a back post double crochet in this as well. So round the yarn over, go through from the back, in, pull the yarn all the way through, then continue like a double crochet. So if you want to meet me back at the end, I will work my way around here. So we're at the end of this row. I've just done a back post double crochet, and we're on our last scallop, so our last cluster stitch, if you like. So we will do 2 double crochets into the chain 1 space, 1, 2, then chain 1, and then 2 more into the same space. So when we get to this double crochet, we are going to just do a normal double crochet in where the stitch marker is. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and that brings us to the end of round 6. So for round 7, you want to chain 2 and turn. You're going to do a double crochet back down into that same stitch. So yarn over into there, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over. Then you want to put your stitch marker back in there. Just lets you know where the stitch ends. Then you want to like the previous round, you want to go do another cluster into the middle of this cluster, into the chain 1 space. So the cluster would be in, that's 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, so in the chain 1. So yarn over, there's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 1 and 2. So that is another cluster. So you still have your chain 1 space there. So but now on this side you want to do a front post on this stitch. So you're going to yarn over and go in from the front instead of in the back. So in from the front, pass it through, grab your yarn, pull it up, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And then you're going to move to your next cluster and do your another cluster. So that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, chain 1, another double crochet and another double crochet. That's your cluster. You move on to the next post and you will do a front post stitch. So in from the front, not the back, in from the front, pass it through, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, and then you'll work it like a double crochet. And then you will move on to your next cluster. So if you want to meet me back here when you get near to the end of this row. So you should be somewhere around the end of your round. So I am just doing a front post double crochet, then my last cluster for this round, so 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and we are at the end. So I will take out this and we're going to do a double crochet into that end stitch, chain 2 and turn. So basically for row 6 and row 7 you want to do these 2 more times and you until you get to as many rows as you need for your size. When you get to the end you will cut your yarn and weave, but I'll meet you back here when I've reached my size. So I'll see you soon. Guys, apologies about my lighting in the first part of the video. One of my lights was switched off and I didn't realize. Anyway, so we're at the end of row 8. So I've done a cluster here, 2 chain 1, 2, and I'm doing a front post double crochet, last cluster, 1, 2, chain 1 and 1, 2, and then you're going to do 1 double crochet into this last double crochet, then we're going to tie off our yarn, and there we have it. So the front and back post stitches give your bonnet this lovely detail here. You can weave and tie in all your ends when you're finished, but we will move on to the strap. The strap will go on from here, will come all the way along the bottom to here, and we are nearly done. So for the strap, you want to make a chain of 42. So make a slip knot and chain 42. So we have made it to the far side of the bonnet, and to make the other, we've single crocheted the whole way along, so to make the other strap we are going to make 43 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and 43. So now you can snip your yarn, pull through, tighten it. To stop the ends from raveling, I generally just cut off the tail bait and do a small little knot on the end to stop it from unraveling, and do it on the other strap also. Just a little knot towards the end, just keeps it all in place. Now for these ends, I've got a long end here and a long end here. So what you're going to do is take your darning needle, you want to thread your needle and then you just want to weave it in and out along and go back across the way you came, and then go back one more time just to make sure that it's well secured and you don't have any little tails showing in your bonnet. And then just snip the yarn. So weave in all your ends, tidy it all up, and you will be done. Now I like to add a personal touch to my, like these custom tags, so I will be stitching a custom tag onto here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel to catch any next videos. You can find the links to my Facebook page and my Etsy store in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Bye guys.